Let's bring you updates on the deaths of Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi. Funeral rites have commenced for the president and 7 others who died in a helicopter crash. The first ceremony was held in Tabriz in the country's northwest, where the crash happened on Sunday. Thousands of people have flooded the streets in preparation for former President Raisi's burial on Thursday. Funeral rites commenced today and will run through Thursday. The cause of the helicopter crash remains unclear, but Russia has offered its help with the investigation. Iran earlier declared 5 days of public mourning, and Mohammad Mubarak has been appointed in acting president. Interim President Mubarak addressed a cabinet meeting in Tehran on Monday, with new elections to be held on the 28th of June. Here in Nigeria, a condolence register has been opened at the country's embassy as the country continues to mourn its president. Moya Thomas joins me now from our Abuja studios for more updates. Moya, when you visited the embassy of Iran in Nigeria yesterday, it was as though the world was still in shock because there were no activities around there. What is the mood today as the reality sets in that President Raisi is actually gone?
So today, I actually made an attempt to return to the embassy today, but then they said they were on prayer. They were on break for prayers, and we have to come back by 2 p.m. But then I also made inquiries. The condolence register is opened, and some Nigerians have actually gotten there to register their condolences. And by the time we go back there by 2 p.m., we'll have more update to give on how Nigerians have actually responded. But so far, the mood at the embassy, just as it was yesterday, reflected that they are actually in mourning. The flag is still at half-mast, and then the staff there, the staff that were outside the embassy that I saw were also speaking in hushed tones to actually reflect the mourning mood at the embassy.
Indeed, it's a period of mourning. 5 days have been declared already. Funeral rites have begun in Iran. And, I'm really just wondering, what the impact of this could actually be, based on what you have gathered so far.
So the impacts from what I spoke with analysts yesterday on what they think the impact could be, and many of them reflected that the impact would be, some think that the impact would be great on, would be strong on Iran, given that President Ebrahim had actually charted a path that is putting Iran in a diplomatic relations with many countries that he usually didn't used to have relations with. For example, Saudi Arabia, they signed a pact, the Beijing Pact with Saudi Arabia, that brought them back into bilateral relations with each other, having embassies in Saudi Arabia having an embassy in Iran, and Iran also having an embassy in Saudi Arabia. And some other countries of the world are actually opening up to Iran. And even the U.S., they are also maintaining a sort of cordial relations with U.S. They are given the fact that that Iran informed U.S. before he actually went ahead to send the strikes that he did against Israel. Also, some also think that his impact would not be felt, given the fact that Iran immediately, their constitution had given allowance or chance to not have a vacuum in power, and the fact that they could immediately appoint an acting president, and now they have a date for the next election, June 28th, which is less than the 50 days that the constitution allowed. It shows that Iran could actually pick up so fast. But the area that Iran might actually feel is the fact that analysts believe that President Ebrahim Raisi would have taken over from Ayatollah that already is 85 years old and has ill health, and they think anything might happen to him at the moment. He's already been penciled down to take over from him, but now that he's dead, they now have to find another successor, and that is the area that they think that the impact might actually be great for Iran.
All right, Moyo, thank you so much. This is really eye-opening. Thank you for the updates. Moving on now, the Nigerian Navy said